Hey everyone, alright, so in this video we're going to talk about name changes. Name changes being tested for Disney Hollywood Studios. There was a survey leaked from a focus group basically asking these participants what they thought of different names for Disney Hollywood Studios. So Disney is really considering renaming this park. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the names with you and what I think about every name and the possibilities. And I hope you guys comment below and comment and give me your opinion on these names as well. Let's get a discussion going. So let's dig right in. So here is the list, and I'll be honest with you guys, some of these names are garbage. I'm not even gonna, sugarcoat it. I mean, some of these names are really bad, and I'm hoping that some of these names are thrown in there to kind of test the waters, but they're not serious about some of these. So we have Disney Kaleidoscope Park, Disney Storyverse Park, Disney Hyperia, Disney Beyond, Disney Cinemagic, Disney's Legends Park, Disney XL Park, and Disney Cinemagine Park. So right off the bat, Disney Kaleidoscope Park, it's not a bad name, but what does that mean? Like, if you were a casual guest, are you going to know what the Kaleidoscope Park is about? I don't. That name is very non-descriptive to me. I mean, it reminds me of like World of Color, like the intro to World of Color, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. But like a casual fan, or a casual visitor, they're gonna see that name on their Walt Disney World brochure and be like, I have no idea what that park's about. It's confusing. So that's kind of a little too vague. Disney Storyverse Park. Now this one, out of all the names listed, is actually my favorite one. I think it fits the direction that Hollywood Studios wants to go in, which is more immersive experiences based on movies. So instead of a studio park where you're going behind the scenes, this park is going to be more about actually living out those experiences that you watched on film. So you'll actually go to a planet in the Star Wars universe. You'll actually experience the world of Toy Story. That's what this park is about. So Storyverse actually fits very well, and it sort of gives Disney, I hate to say this, but like an excuse to put IPs in this park and still be within the theme. Okay, so Storyverse, I think for what the direction they're going in, I think that's probably the best name on this whole list. So let's continue. And let's see here. So the next one is Disney Hyperion Park. Now with Hyperia, I have the same issue with Hyperia that I do with Kaleidoscope. It means nothing. When you look at the name, the average visitor is not going to know what this park is about. Okay, so yeah, Kaleidoscope and Hyperia, they're not bad names. They're non-descriptive. They mean nothing. So it's not a very good name. So the next one is Disney Beyond Park. Now this one's kind of cool. It's like I want to like this one. It fits the Star Wars, theme, Beyond. But in my opinion, it reminds me way too much of Toy Story, Infinity and Beyond. It screams Toy Story, and Toy Story is going to be a big part of this park, but it's not going to be the entire park. And I don't know. For me, Beyond, it just reminds me a little too much of Infinity and Beyond. Maybe if they revealed like a logo and some marketing for Disney's Beyond, my mind would kind of get away from that Toy Story vibe that I'm initially feeling with that name. But offhand, it's a little too Toy Story heavy in my opinion. Let's see, the next one is Disney Cinemagic Park, and that one's sort of tied in with Disney Cinemagine Park. These aren't bad names, and actually these names fit the park's theme, which is experiencing the films, like the environments that you enjoyed on film in real life. in a real immersive environment. So these names aren't bad. They remind me a lot of that theater. I think it's in Disneyland Paris, that Cinémaginique, something to that effect. I think it's closed now. It reminds me a little too much of that, but I can get over that. These two names aren't bad, and they do fit the direction they want to go in with this park, similar to Storyverse. So those two names are not terrible at all, and they're pretty good actually. Disney's Legends Park, it's okay, you know. I don't know if it really fits what's going to be in there. I wouldn't consider Toy Story like Woody and Buzz like Legends. It's kind of a weird, you know, Star Wars fits that name more with like Luke Skywalker. You know, it kind of fits that Legends and Heroes kind of vibe. The Toy Story area doesn't really fit that. And Disney XL Park. This name is garbage. Absolute garbage. If this park gets renamed to Disney XL, I'll be so mad. In my opinion, it sounds like an offshoot, like some sort of Disney Channel like cable network for like boys, like Disney XD or one of those kind of things. Not for a park, not for a Disney theme park. That's terrible, that name. So that basically, those are my opinions on these. Kaleidoscope, just to kind of recap, Kaleidoscope and Hyperion, way too vague. Storyverse, Cinemagic, and Cinemagine, I think, are the three strongest. My favorite, though, is Storyverse. Disney Beyond has potential. Same with Disney Legends, has potential. Iffy, though, on both. And Disney XL is pure garbage. So those are my thoughts on all these names. Now, I also do want to mention to you, these names, for everyone, now I'm a Disneylander. I'm an Anaheim local. Disneyland is my park. That's why I focus on Disneyland. If you're looking at these names right now, you have to think, if you live in California and Disneyland's your local park, you have to think these names, or at least one or two of these names, are probably being suggested for California Adventure. Now, again, that's all my speculation, but Hollywood Studios and California Adventure, they're very similar parks in a lot of ways, and it wouldn't surprise me if one of these names is also being considered for DCA, because DCA is moving away from California in a big way. We've seen this with Pixar Pier and Marvel and everything else. So we, as Californians, we have to keep an eye on these names, because I think, again, speculation, I think some of these names might be in consideration for California Adventure. But what are your opinions on these names for Disney's Hollywood Studios? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you agree with my opinions? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these? Very interesting stuff. It doesn't mean, just because they ran the survey, doesn't mean that these are going to be official names. We don't know yet what they're going to do with these. They might totally trash them all and go with something totally different. So we'll just have to wait and see. But comment below. I really want to talk to you guys about these names. It's really interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate all the support. Like, subscribe. I do content on Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, everything Disney, Marvel, Pixar, you name it, Star Wars, you know, everything. So like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.